21 minutes after the hour, 1-800-STEPH-12, the phone number. Oh, Tommy in Columbus sends us a guess the quote.
Oh?
Who said, I'll have to take a close and careful look at it first regarding the use of military force? Who said that?
O.J. Simpson.
No. That was a really bad guess. Senator Debbie Stabenow just said that about half an hour on this show.
Oh, okay.
Tommy says we need more people like her. Yes, we
certainly do.
Yeah, she's going to take a very careful look. Lindsay.
Oh, my stars.
Okay. Mike in West Virginia, you're on the Stephanie Miller Show. Hello, Mike.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Paul. I just wanted to say it's about T-minus 22 hours, I think, until Frangela comes to the little blue dot that is the red state of West Virginia.
That's
wow.
right. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, my wife and I are very, very excited.
You must
and
be.
We will be the old people barely able to clap with our tendonitis and arthritis.
You know what, Mike? I'm going to tell you a true story. Chris, what did I just say during the commercial break?
Many things.
I've just pulled a groin muscle being old, Mike. I swear to God, I have no idea how I did it, but I got out of bed and almost fell down.
We will applaud with a great deal of enthusiasm and laugh our collective asses off.
That's all right. Well, I sympathize with you about the loss of your asses and have fun.
Thank you so much.
All right. Bye. Let's go. Because you will.
Yeah.
You will. There are a lot of assless people that have seen Frangela live.
Oh, I know.
Okay. Kristen in Chicago, you're on the Stephanie Miller Show. Hello, Kristen.
Lots of assless people?
Yes. Because they laugh their asses off.
Yes, and a lot of it's a community is forming around the country. They're like, oh, you went to see Frangela live, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Try buying pants. It's not funny.
I'm sorry. It's very, very, very serious.
Yes.
Okay.
I was calling because Dean Obadala,
Yes.
who the only reason I know how to pronounce his name is Rocky Mountain Mike's song.
Yes. Obladi. Right.
Exactly. Obadala. He is crap at promoting himself. He was on the Alan Combs show last night, and he didn't even mention his radio show. I had to call in afterwards and say, so he has this show on Sirius at 10?
He's humble. He's a humble man.
Yeah.
You have to fix him.
Promote. Yes.
Exactly.
All right.
Also, Stephanie, did somebody not do their show prep this morning?
Me. Oh, do you see this giant stack of stuff that looks unread over here? Yes, you are correct. I did not. Why?
What did she forget?
What did I miss?
No, I was just wondering the very loosely formed first hour, which is wonderful.
Yes.
No, that's just the way it happened.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking, it seems like Stephanie might have missed something.
Yeah. Oh, no. Everything's fine.
It was a lot of packing peanuts and filler.
Yeah. We'll get to the meat.
It's great, though. It's great.
But she opened the show with a very substantive interview with Senator Debbie Stabenow.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, and that's why I felt the need to just off the rest of the hour.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yes, except for the part where it was all about like harshing your buzz and saying that all of your dreams have died.
Well,
right. That got a little dark, but
all of her dreams have died.
Yes, it have.
Yes.
Yes, but we don't need to have a spirit board or a dream board or a nightmare board about it. Well, maybe we do. Never mind.
all right. Thanks for calling, Kristen. Appreciate it.
I love you.
All right, love you too. That was supposed to be freeform and brilliant. It wasn't supposed to be, did you not do your show prep? Shh. Rocky Mountain Mike says, by the way, reminds us you can get your Valentine's body oils, Grammy Award, and Isis black towel to cover her. Oh, I think this is about Beyonce.
Oh, okay.
She can get a Grammy Award and Isis black towel to cover her head at Bed Bathist and Beyonce. That's funny. See, I don't need to work as Rocky Mountain Mike does the work for me.
That's right.
Hating the fence, Rocky Mountain Mike. Okay. Steve in Pennsylvania. Hi, Steve. Welcome.
Hi, Steph. I saw you on Sharpton last night.
On Reverend Sharpton's show. Yes, thank you.
Yes. I have two quick questions for you. Okay, one was when Torre said the thing about McConnell is a turtle and Lindsey Graham is something else. It looked like before Sharpton shot that question at you, you were about to say, that was mine. Both of those were mine.
Yes. Ironically, it's something that Jim Ward did first, and then The Daily Show stole.
Yeah.
He was giving Jon Stewart credit.
So
I was
Torre
like,
was,
Yeah.
Yes.
And the other question was, I noticed Sharpton wasn't shouting.
No.
Did you tell him he had a microphone?
No, I did not. Shh, I can hear you. Microphone on lapel. No, I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
I didn't, because you know why? Then you don't get your blueberry pie in the green room. All right. All right. Thank you, Steve.
All right.
Bye-bye. All right. It was a little broadcast news yesterday. They called last minute. Then the car that took me went in the wrong gate. So I was late, and then there was no hair and makeup person, and so we did hair and makeup, and I hope I looked okay because they did the hair and makeup in about 2.5 minutes.
Was it that guy that demanded the false eyelashes back?
The false eyelashes back 6 months later? No, that guy's not there anymore.
Oh.
The old guy with the Coke bottle glasses?
I wonder if he met with a sad fate.
No.
No?
All
right.
It was all fine. Anyway, a good time was had by all.
Okay.
Whew. Okay. All right. Oh, let's, since Kristen wants to criticize our freeformness, let's get to the meat.
Okay.
The president talking about ISIS yesterday.
This resolution reflects our core objective to destroy ISIL. It supports the comprehensive strategy that we've been pursuing with our allies and our partners. A systemic and sustained campaign of airstrikes against ISIL in Iraq and Syria, support and training for local forces on the ground, including the moderate Syrian opposition.
The president went on to say,
if we had actionable intelligence about a gathering of ISIL leaders, and our partners didn't have the capacity to get them, I would be prepared to order our special forces to take action.
By the way, yesterday it had come out, U.S. believes a hostage was given to ISIS fighter as a bride.
Yeah.
But then I thought her family was disputing some of the, because there's been a lot of speculation about.
Well, and ISIS lies.
There's that.
So
anyway, but some interesting and
just
kind of heartbreaking stuff on all of that. 58 minutes after the hour, that Dino Badala, next on the Stephanie Miller Show. Aww. Tashina Arnold tweeted that she already bought the best of the happy hour comedy album. It seems like we could have given her that free since she stars in it and she gave us free Beats headphones.
Yeah.
But that's a good friend. And what else is a good friend doing? She's going to come on the regular show and do the happy hour podcast this week.
That's right.
She's hilarious. And all right. I was just thinking about something else, but that's for the happy hour.
Oh, okay. All right. And we have Judah Friedlander in studio with us on Friday.
From 30 Rock.
Exactly.
Very, very exciting. And Carlos Alazraqui live in hour number 3.
Yep.
1-800-STEPH-12, the phone number, toll free from anywhere. Obviously, big legal doings this week. And who better than lots of big legal breaking news left and right. Big gay news, big
Obamacare news.
Right, exactly. Who better than Ian Millhiser of the Center for American Progress? Good morning.
Center for American Progress Action Fund.
Action Fund.
Yes.
Because he's an action hero, legally speaking. Hello.
Hello, they got action figures coming out of me very shortly, I'm told.
Awesome.
This is, I'll be first in line. Because, Ian, first of all, thrilled to have you on this week. I know you have a great book coming out. It's available for pre-order now on Amazon, right?
It is. It's called Injustices. Please, everyone go buy it.
Yeah. And we have a link up at Stephanie Miller's Facebook page and StephanieMiller.com.
The Supreme Court's
fantastic.
The Supreme Court's history of comforting the comfortable and afflicting the afflicted. Well, what better time to talk about this? Because obviously some huge cases coming toward the Supreme Court, marriage equality and the Affordable Care Act. But let's talk about, first of all, this constitutional crisis that's going on in Alabama and Clarence Thomas's remarks. What are your thoughts?
I think it's more of a manufactured crisis than anything else. You have the Chief Justice of the state and a few of the probate judges who are the officials that are charged with issuing marriage licenses saying, we're just not going to comply with the federal court order saying that marriage equality is now the law in Alabama. Here's why I think it's a manufactured crisis. We just got a big hint from the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Normally the way things work when there's a case that's on appeal, it's still being considered by the justices, is the justices like to maintain the status quo that existed before the case was filed. And
right.
That makes sense. You don't want to dangle marriage rights in front of gay people, let them have them for a while, then pull them away and say, just kidding, guys. So normally before the court says that we're going to recognize a right, they like to fully consider the case.
Right.
And in this case, what happened is a trial judge in Alabama said, no, marriage equality is the law of the land and should be the law of the land in Alabama. The state asked for a stay from the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court, over an angry dissent from Justice Thomas, said no stay.
Right.
And that's a big tell, I think, because I don't think that the Supreme Court would do that. I don't think they would give those rights to people if come June they're going to say, just kidding, and take them away.
That's exactly what I was thinking. And it is interesting. I mean, that was kind of a big deal, that it was only Scalia and Thomas in dissent, and that Thomas seemed to be totally telegraphing that, but in sort of a little snit, right?
Yeah, no, I think most of that's right. I mean, the one thing I disagree with is that it's just because there are only two justices who joined Thomas's dissent, Thomas and Scalia, doesn't mean that Roberts or Alito didn't silently seethe while this was going on and just decide not to make their seething public.
Okay.
So, there may have been as many as 4 justices who wanted to stay the order. But yeah, Thomas, was very explicit in his order that he thinks this is the end for Team Anti-Gay.
Right.
He said in his order that people may look at it and it could be seen, quote, as a signal of the court's intended resolution of the marriage equality issue. So, even the folks who I think are going to ultimately wind up dissenting in the case saying marriage equality for everyone, it looks like, they realize that the end is in sight and that they're going to lose.
Yeah, I mean, very exciting. And so they'll hear arguments in April. I feel like I want to go with you and hold your hand so you can explain everything to me. I'm an old person in a movie. What's happening? What's he saying? What happened? What does that mean? What's going on?
No, the bad news is I get to sit in the super elitist bar section where no one's allowed to talk to me. So, they're very protective of us lawyers at the Supreme Court.
Okay.
Oh, that's a waste. That's a waste of great legal beauty.
It does mean that I get to wait in the shorter line, though, which I'm
that's good.
grateful for.
Yeah.
I would be like George H.W. Bush, that apparently when he watched The Butler recently with his wife, he was like, Barr, is that Oprah? Which one's Oprah? Yeah. I'll be him. Okay. Now, the other thing is the Affordable Care Act, obviously. I was reading sort of a terrifying piece yesterday, I think it was on Vox. Plaintiff in Obamacare case, unaware that Obamacare case would cause millions to lose coverage.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's nice that those kind of people have legal standing, isn't it, Ian?
Yeah, so it's a funny, it's not a funny story because the result of this case will be tragic if they win, but the real plaintiff in this case is this organization called the Competitive Enterprise Institute, which is this sort of nasty libertarian group here in D.C. Their former board chair literally compared Obamacare to the Holocaust.
Yikes.
In a recent blog post. So we're dealing with some pretty sane people here.
But one plaintiff called President Obama the Antichrist, right?
One of the actual plaintiffs did. So what happened was CI wanted to bring this lawsuit, but they're not allowed to bring it themselves because they don't have any real stake in it. It's not like any of them are have to pay anything because of Obamacare. So they had to go out and they had to find people who could claim that they'd lose a few bucks if Obamacare stays the law. And that's what they did. They found this one guy who calls Obama the Antichrist, and they found this other woman who is described sort of as like a confused hippie in one of the news reports I read, where she didn't seem to understand that if she wins, millions of people will lose their health care.
Right. Isn't even sure how she became part of the case in the first place.
Wow.
I'm reading.
Right. So they found, they found some cranks and they found some people who don't really know what's going on, apparently, got them to sign on to this lawsuit. But if they win, what happens is that the tax credits that help millions of people pay for health care go away in as many as 36 states.
Yeah.
And if that happens, it sets in effect a chain of events where premiums spike, so healthy people drop out of the healthcare market, which causes premiums to spike even more.